Hi, welcome back. So till now we have learned few things uh, in HTML and JavaScript and CSS. So in this particular tutorial, I'm going to make a form. So since I'm a marathon runner, so I will make a marathon registration form. So you must have made forms in Google using Google form. So similarly, we will make a form here using HTML, CSS, and CSS. And what I'll do, I'll make three different files. One my main file HTML, one JS file. In this, I'll be using various function which I have explained earlier, and then CSS file to style this form. Okay, and then finally, what I'll do, I'll link these files with the main HTML form. Okay, so I'll let you know how to link JS and CSS file with the HTML file. Okay, this is the first task, and the second task, if this goes well, I'll also show you how to store data from the form which we have made recently. So let me tell you one thing. So we do all the coding and everything at the client side, and all the storing part, everything is done on the server side. So in general, all this database maintenance and storage is done using PHP. People maintain the database using MySQL, and people use PHP for all those things. Okay, but for now, to get a feel, what I'm going to do, I'll create this form, I'll store the data in Google Sheet. So let's begin with the task one. All right, so this is the page of Sublime editor. So I'll save it with extension .html. So this is the file which I'll consider the main file. I'll write the HTML code in this file. Okay, so I'm giving name ITG Marathon. All right, so after that, tag HTML, and this everything will come up. So the title is IIT Guwahati Marathon. Okay. So for adding JS and CSS file, which I'll make when I need these, I'll be linking between head tags. Okay. So now what I'll do, what I want, I actually want one picture which showed me people are running or something related to marathon, and the name of that marathon, and about that marathon, some write-ups regarding that. So I'll I'll quickly do that. Okay, so for title I have used h1 tag, and I've written the title, and this one is for comment and comment, as you know. Okay, after that I have added one image from the internet. I just copied one path and pasted it here in this tag image. So I want to fit this in a specific size, so I've given the width and height, and again I have used comment. So after that, I want to write something about this marathon. So started, I have written everything in the tag P, that is paragraph, and here I have used em tag. It will make it italic, and I have also used strong tag. What it will do, it will make it bold. So I want to highlight uh, this state. So I did that. Okay, so let's see. So this is my file, itgmarathon.html. Okay, so it has come, that the title, image, and some write up. Okay, afterwards I will also change this. So I will change it into some color. So I'll do it using CSS. So I'll write CSS file for that. But for now, let me add few more things here. Okay, so as you have seen the forms, they ask for the name and the basic things like phone number, email id, etc. So I'm gonna make those entries here using HTML. Okay, so here I have written uh, with the tag br, so it will give a break. Type a name to be printed on a t-shirt. Okay, and I have used input id, which will create a input box in which we can enter the name, and the type will be text obviously. And button, so I want to make a button also beside that input box, and on that button I have written click to confirm. So what I want here, to I want to give a message on the screen, like it has shown here like this. So suppose you have enter a name and you click on the button, so that name will come on the screen. Okay, this is the thing which you want to print it on a t-shirt. Or if suppose you haven't entered anything and you just click the button, so the message will pop up that you have not entered anything. So this is what I want. So for that I have used this check function, button tag, then on click, and then check function. So I will define this check function. So for that I'm going to create a JavaScript file. Okay, .js extension should be .js function. The function name here is check. I don't want to pass any argument. So here, suppose I'll consider variable a, and here I have already given the name uh, t name. So I will use this id t name. So I think I made a mistake. The correct syntax is write document dot get element by id, these inverted commas. Okay, now here I'll use that condition. If I'll calculate the length of a, if a dot length is equal to 0, then what I want, that means we haven't entered anything since the string length is 0. So for that, so message which I want to write here, you have not entered anything, because this message will pop up. Else, if the string length is not 0, so that means we have entered something and I want to pop up that particular thing on the screen. So similarly, I'll copy paste this, and the string a plus a will be printed on your t-shirt. So I need to connect this JavaScript with the main HTML file, which I haven't done yet. So what I'll do, so here I'll connect it here using a script, and I'll use src for giving the file name. Src, here I'll give the file name, that is iitg.js. Okay, JS file, JavaScript file is connected with the main HTML file. So I made a mistake. Here I will use show tag, because finally I want to use this tag show. So everything, this message should go in show. So I'll change it to show. Few more mistakes are there that B should be capital. Get element by id. There was a spelling mistake here. Length length. It should be th. That's why it's not. It was not taking. So now it should take. I'll save it. So if if I don't enter anything and press the button, then this message should pop up. So let's see. I'll refresh this. Okay, so I'll click on this. Yeah, you have not entered anything. So the first message is coming. But if the string length is not 0, that means we have entered something. So I'll write Alex and then click on this. Yeah, Alex will be printed on your t-shirt. But there should be some space between Alex. So for that, I'll make a space after and press right Rajesh. Click. Rajesh will be printed on a t-shirt. So it is working fine till now. So the next option I want to add is the title. I'll use radio button for that. We'll add one more option value. So whatever you write here after this tag will appear on your title. Okay, so similarly we will also make this title for Miss and Mistress. Okay, fine. So let's see, save it and let's see how it pops up. So here it is coming. You can see. In here, yeah, it is taking any one of them. So that's what radio button do. There is another kind of button which is checkbox, in which you can select multiple. So we'll use that also in this form. So next we are going to use options like full name and phone number, email address. So these things we will edit next. So quickly I'll write the code for that. So here I have chosen email address. So same, I'll use input tag to write email address, and suppose I want to enter something into value. So I've already given one example. It will appear in the box. I have used a style here to make its color brown. Okay, and the font size also I have changed. Okay, so it should work. And for phone number, I have written input type tell and phone number, and in value I've given similarly as I did above. I've given one example. Okay, and for date of birth, the type is date. Okay, so even addresses come here, so I think I should use break or something similar to bring it in the line below, else everything is coming. Another radio button I want to use for selecting the type of race. Okay, like whether you want to register in 10K or half marathon or full marathon, like that. So type of race I have added. And for like here I am going to use break to avoid the problem which we encountered earlier. Okay, yeah, these got added, and this problem still I want to create one more space, so I'll now it is looking good. So after that I'm going to use checkbox. I'm going to give some option to the participants. What do they want to select in their running kit? So they can choose multiple in that. Alright, so this is the required race kit. So instead of radio, I'm using checkbox here. And in value I've given the item name, and these text will appear on the form. Okay, so let's see how it looks and refresh this. Yes, they are coming. So I would like to know whether I'm able to select multiple. Yes, I'm able to select multiple choices from here. So I'm going to add few more inputs such as emergency contact number, accommodation. Suppose someone is coming from far area and want to stay. Okay, so I added three things: emergency contact number, accommodation, using radio button, and t-shirt size. Refresh. Okay, so these they appeared. T-shirt size also using radio button. So till now I have used input tag for getting the inputs in the box, redo button for getting for choosing any of the option out of available, and check boxes for getting various options. So now I want to write one few lines here and would like to add the submit option or submit button here. I have written few lines and then I have added the submit button also. So for that I am using input tag and the type should be submit, then only that button will get created. And in value I have given register, so on button register will appear. Now yes, so this line has been added and under h3 tag, due to h3 tag, so this bowl thing is coming and the register button is also there. So this form is ready. We can fill it out that form and verify. uh, okay, Rahul will print it on a t-shirt. Master for email id. Okay, phone number I'll write something something. Say for date of birth, same writing something something. Say maybe I've written some date. Full marathon. I've selected 2 3 option. I've given emergency contact number. Accommodation required. Done and register. Then what? Nothing has happened. So actually, what we want to save this data somewhere. We want this data to be saved. So for that, we'll go to our task number 2. Okay, and now we'll learn how to save the data or how to get the data from the HTML form. Before that, I also want to add the CSS file. So I want to change the background color to gray. Now it is white, so I want to change it to gray. So how to do that? I can do that using CSS, but I want to make a CSS file externally and then add it to the main file, that is main HTML. Okay, style sheet CSS. So here we need to give the name. So we have not created a file yet. So first I'll create the file and then we'll give the name. So body, for body I want to use gray color, background color. And then I also want to change, I've written 2 paragraphs, so I want to change the color of those paragraphs and their style. To give a regular, creating one regular class, color say blue. I want to write the thing in blue. So this one I want to write in blue and this one maybe in green. Okay, so I'm giving it name as a regular class and this one I'll give some another name, say 150%. Okay, so I'm creating another, I'm giving it a medium. Okay, so what is the advantage? I'll show you. Say green and font size say 120% and give the file name here itg.css. Save it and see whether it's working or not. Yes, it has changed. The background color has changed, but these color are not changed because we need to include So I'll include the class here. Paragraph class regular. Okay, and in this paragraph class medium. Okay, I save it and then again refresh it and we'll see. Yes, the thing has changed, but it's not looking good. So I put the light gray instead of gray. Save it. It's better. So that's how we link everything. So next I'm going to tell you how to save the data of the form into Google Sheet. Data, we will use the form tag like this. Form method is post, autocomplete is off, and name, say I want to give it data fetch. Okay, and since I have used the opening tag, so I'll use close tag also. This is like okay. So after that, what I will do, I have to connect this form with the Google Sheet. So for that, I have one script in my GitHub. So I'll copy and paste it here, just above the body and below the form. I'll drop that link in the description. So this is that script. So copy it, and I drop its link in the description. I'll paste it here. And in URL, I have to create this URL for this. So for creating that URL, what I'll do, I'll go to the Google Drive. So in that, I'll go to the Google Sheet. I will fill out these things with the names which I used in my form. So let me tell you clearly. So since here I have given the name title, so I will use title in that column. So your name is email, phone number. So these things I will add. So I add this thing quickly. So one important thing I would like to highlight here. So in checkbox we can select multiple options. So every individual I need to create a dedicated column, and I give that different name also, like item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. Okay, and I create these columns accordingly. So this number also I'll change phone number, because phone number we already used. So all the names has been created. After that, I'll go to the tool and then script editor. So new window will get pop up. So here I will copy paste one more script, which again is there in the GitHub repository. So this is the one. So I'll also share its link in the description. So this is created. After that I'll save it, and before that I'll save this also, data fetch. Okay, and this also. data fetch. Now run it. It will ask for the review permission. Click on this and provide it the permission. Next, click on deploy on the right top. So for debugging, we will see we need to change few things. Like first thing, here we will change it to data fetch because we were using that name only. So data fetch. And another thing, while deploying, in who can access, we can provide anyone instead of myself, so that anyone with the link can access this form. Okay, so now we will see whether it is working or not. This is the file. I'll open it in Chrome. So this is coming right side, and the message also coming, thanks for registration. So, but here we have made a mistake, so I'll quickly change this. I've written 2 times full marathon. It should be half. Okay, I'll do another entry. So it is coming this side. So this one is working pretty well. If you see, the items are also coming multiple. So that's how you create a form. So in this we have also covered how to use CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. And in earlier we have already discussed the basic of HTML and the JavaScript, which are very much required for making the website dynamic. So that's it. Thank you.